Stray is a game where you play as a cat and explore a ruined world which is void of humans. It's a combination of walking simulator with some light puzzles thrown in your way, but the real charm comes from exploring some of the larger levels. There's just so much detail crammed into every little corner that a lot of the joy of this game comes from admiring the world, which seems very fitting for a game where you control a cat. The gameplay is pretty solid. Generally, there's going to end up being a lot of running segments, some parkour, and some light puzzle work where you have to grab an item, trade it to somebody so that you can get another item and trade it to another somebody. There's also a lot of nooks and crannies where you can end up finding collectibles, but all the collectibles really do in the game is serve to give you more background lore on your robotic sidekick. Speaking of your little robot, personally, I'm not a big fan of the direction that the story took. It started out really simple, where you just get separated from your family and you have to find them, but you very quickly end up coming across a robot companion who talks and talks and talks to absolutely everybody, and pretty soon you find out that you're the only one who can save the entire city. It's not like it's a bad story or anything, just for me personally, I was hoping for something a bit more risky and less generic. So I think that if the story was simpler and more heartfelt, it would have left a stronger impression on me. Now, I know that this review is generally coming off as quite negative, but a lot of my criticisms come from the length of the game. I was able to beat Stray in under 4 hours, which is ridiculous for a $30 price tag. The other thing that I just can't ignore is the fact that there's way too much hype around this game. Unfortunately, it seems like everyone's judging this game strictly based on its graphics, rather than the shallow story or the lackluster gameplay. But I will admit that the soundtrack in this game is a banger. But with this game having a $30 price tag, I expected more than a 4-hour game with no replay value. So unfortunately, I gotta give this game a 2 out of 5.